It likely will not come as any shock to you that I believe Donald Trump to be a weakling, a coward, a man who has committed treason against the country and demonstrated that there are no depths to his treachery. When I say treason, I mean when he stood shoulder to shoulder with Vladimir Putin, a hostile foreign power that interfered, didn't try to interfere, did indeed interfere in the 2016 election, giving Donald Trump a boost. And Donald Trump stood shoulder to shoulder with that man against the findings of multiple organizations that gather and analyze intelligence in this country and chose to side with Vladimir Putin. That's treason, what he did in Helsinki. And he has showed himself to be disrespectful of American security posture, of the actual men and women who don the uniform and risk their lives on a daily basis to keep our homeland secure. He has showed nothing but a sinister tone against them, calling them losers, calling them suckers, being embarrassed of people who wear the scars of battle for everyone to see. And if you want to see someone bend the knee, betray their brothers and sisters in arms for Donald Trump, I'm going to show you that. JD Vance, a former United States Marine, a fellow United States Marine Corps veteran, is on the ticket, giving Donald Trump just this moment that he yearns for, which is acceptability, which is someone who did wear the uniform as a PR person. There's apparently PR in the military. And he is giving Donald Trump the cover that the Republican Party, they need for Donald Trump. Making excuses for the deplorable, hideous things that he said about those who receive the Congressional Medal of Honor, the highest award, memorializing, honoring people who give oftentimes the ultimate sacrifice to their nation, giving of their very lives for their country. But you have to be extra valiant. You have to show extra valor. It's not just the thousands of men and women who have died in combat. You have to show extra grit to get it. It's our highest honor. First, let me remind you with a minute 7 seconds what Donald Trump said about how actually the Presidential Medal of Freedom is better than the Congressional Medal of Honor, because the soldiers who get the Congressional Medal of Honor, they're really messed up, and oftentimes they're dead.
This is very nice, I have to say. First of all, thank you. Sheldon and Miriam were best friends together, and I was in their group, and we just had always a great relationship. Known her for a long time. Sheldon was one of the greatest businessmen in the world, and she's turning out to be one of the greatest business women of the world. You're doing a great job. But I really have to say, Miriam, I watched Sheldon sitting so proud in the White House when we gave Miriam the Presidential Medal of Freedom. That's the highest award you can get as a civilian. It's the equivalent of the Congressional Medal of Honor, but civilian version. It's actually much better because everyone gets the Congressional Medal of Honor. That's soldiers. They're either in very bad shape because they've been hit so many times by bullets, or they're dead. She gets it, and she's a healthy, beautiful woman. It's very... And they're rated equal. But she got the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
So we got it on the record. That's what he said. One more time for those in the back who want to make excuses for him. It's the equivalent of the Congressional Medal of Honor. It's actually much better because everyone who gets the Congressional Medal, they're soldiers. They're either in very bad shape because they've been hit so many times by bullets, or they're dead. She gets it, and she's a healthy, beautiful woman, so it's better. The Presidential Medal of Freedom is better than the Congressional Medal of Honor because the soldiers who get the Congressional Medal of Honor are in very bad shape, or they're dead. Another way to put it, It's better because she's a healthy, beautiful woman and they're in bad shape or they're dead. That's what Donald Trump said. And here is his vice presidential choice, former corporal in the United States Marine Corps, a rank I also held at one time, making excuses for, betraying, again, his sisters and brothers in arms to bend the knee and lick at the ball bag of Donald Trump.
We'll do one more then.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Senator. I wanted to ask you, Trump has been getting attacked from his comments at the press conference yesterday about what he said about the top military honor. And veterans have pointed out, he said that the civilian presidential honor is better than what wounded veterans have received. And I wondered, what do you say to veterans who think that's demeaning?
Well, look, I was with a group of veterans in Pennsylvania yesterday, and trust me, the veteran community is very, very much behind Donald Trump. So, look, what I would say to people is, look, what President Trump said during a ceremony, and I haven't seen the entire remarks, but my understanding is President Trump said during a ceremony that a person who received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, he was saying some nice things about her. He was saying some complimentary things about her. Donald Trump, I've seen give out a Congressional Medal of Honor. I've seen him give out a number of awards and commendations to military veterans, and of course, I myself am a Marine Corps veteran of the Iraq War. This is a guy who loves our veterans and who honors our veterans. I don't think him complimenting and saying a nice word about a person who received the Presidential Medal of Freedom is in any way denigrating those who received military honors. They're two different awards, and I think the president was saying some nice things about a person that he liked, and that's a totally reasonable thing to do. All right.
First of all, we just witnessed Donald Trump say what he said. I repeated it and summed it up multiple times. You know what he said. He's not just flattering Miriam Adelson. He truly in his mind, and look, it shouldn't come as no surprise. This is who Donald Trump is. I'm not bothered by Donald Trump saying it. I'm bothered by JD Vance's making excuses for it. I'm bothered by JD Vance, a fellow Marine, bending the knee to a traitor to the Republic. That's what bothers me. I'm bothered by the Republicans who wave their fucking flags around and act as though they have deep reverence for the troops, and they are fucking silent about this. Crickets from Republicans. Or, I didn't hear the comments. I'm not paying attention to the news enough. I know every single syllable that Kamala Harris has spoken or Tim Walz has spoken. I know all about that. But anytime Donald Trump steps on his own dick, oh, what? What is this news that I know nothing about? Donald Trump believes that the Presidential Medal of Freedom is better because he has given it to Rush fucking Limbaugh, Jim fucking Jordan, Devin fucking Nunes, and a woman who donated nearly $100 million to his reelection effort. That's why he thinks it's better. It also is very plausible that he's such a dumb fuck, such a moron, that he thinks it's better because it's the Presidential Medal of Freedom and the Congressional Medal of Honor. And they want to make him president. They want to make the man who said, I like my heroes who weren't captured, denigrating the absolute selfless service of John McCain, who allowed other prisoners to be released in his stead because he didn't want to be allowed to go first. Years, arms broken multiple times in a Vietnamese prison camp. Donald Trump denigrated his service, and the Republican Party bent their fucking knees and went along with it. This is a terrorist organization, a white supremacist organization, an organization with no fealty, no loyalty to the Constitution. They're backing a man who has said that he wants to terminate all rules, regulations, and articles up to and including the Constitution of the United States. The same document that they use as a motherfucking prop. So you can secure your nonsense, JD Vance. We're on to you. And as many veterans as you hang out with at rallies who want to act like Donald Trump is some kind of a patriot, the rest of us know. We know you and your type. We know your desperate desire, your craving for power. That's why you're here. Disgusting. Unpatriotic. Traitorous. Treasonous. And sad. What do you think? If you served, I want to hear from you. I'm still waiting for somebody to defend. I've got regular trolls who call multiple times a day over and over and over who claimed they serve, who are silent on this one. Again, crickets, not a peep from the normal cast of characters. So where are you? Where are you to defend this? It's all fake. Fake patriotism. Anyway, comment below. I'd love to hear from you. I do want to hear from you. You can also call, leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. I'd like to say that I'm sorry for the coarse language, but I'm not. Them. On this, them. If you appreciate what I do, the manner with which I do it, I know this is a little bombastic and aggressive, but sometimes it's necessary, I think. Please consider supporting my work and helping me produce these videos and reaching the millions, sometimes tens of millions of people that I do every month. Click the join button below. Join the team, channel membership team, for $2 a month. You can also go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. I'm on social media, where I will continue to be for who knows how long. At Dollemore, I'd love to see you there. I appreciate you very much. Thanks for your engagement. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Be genuine. Take care of one another.